What if the habits you followed for years are now quietly working against you? As you age, your body changes in ways that make certain routines far more harmful than they used to be. Many people between 65 and 80 unknowingly engage in daily behaviors that weaken muscles, slow metabolism, and increase health risks, without realizing the long-term consequences. The truth is, small mistakes can add up over time, but the good news is, they can also be corrected. Stay with me as we reveal 5 critical things you should stop doing immediately to safeguard your health and independence. One of the most harmful habits that many people over 65 unknowingly follow is sitting for extended periods without movement. You might think, I go for a walk every day, so I'm staying active. But here's the problem. Even if you exercise, long stretches of sitting can still have a devastating impact on your health. Studies show that prolonged sitting contributes to muscle loss, poor circulation, joint stiffness, and even increases the risk of heart disease, weight gain, and cognitive decline. Think about this. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt stiffness in your knees or tightness in your back? That's your body's way of telling you that it's not getting enough movement. When you sit for too long, blood flow slows down, making muscles and joints stiff while increasing the risk of blood clots. This also weakens your core and leg muscles, which are essential for stability and mobility. The more time you spend sitting, the harder it becomes to stand up, walk confidently, and maintain your balance. This is exactly what happened to George, 72, who always believed that his daily 30-minute walk was enough to keep him healthy. However, over time, he noticed that his legs felt weaker, his back pain was getting worse, and he felt more tired throughout the day. His doctor explained that it wasn't just about getting in a short walk, it was about breaking up long periods of sitting throughout the day. George started setting a timer to remind himself to stand up and move every 30 to 45 minutes, even if it was just for a few minutes. He did simple stretches, walked around his house, and even marched in place while watching TV. Within weeks, he noticed less stiffness, better circulation, and improved energy levels. If you've been sitting for long periods, try this simple test. Stand up right now, roll your shoulders, stretch your legs, or walk around for a few minutes. Do you feel an instant difference? If so, that's proof your body needs more frequent movement throughout the day. The key isn't just to exercise once a day, it's to stay consistently active. Here are a few simple ways to break up long sitting periods. Set a timer to remind yourself to stand up and move every 30-45 minutes. Stretch or march in place while watching TV. Do light exercises such as seated leg lifts or standing heel raises. Walk around your home while talking on the phone. Use a standing desk or countertop for certain activities like reading or eating. Even small changes like these can dramatically improve your circulation, reduce stiffness, and protect your mobility as you age. You are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable. Please comment below to let me know you are here. And if you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us continue to create good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on to the next mistake that could be silently affecting your health. In the previous section, we discussed how prolonged sitting can weaken your muscles and decrease mobility, but there's another major factor contributing to muscle loss that many seniors overlook: not getting enough protein in your diet. You might think, I eat enough food, so I must be fine. But here's the reality. As you age, your body processes protein less efficiently. This means that even if you eat the same amount of protein you did in your 40s or 50s, it may not be enough to maintain your muscle strength now. This gradual loss of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, is one of the biggest threats to independence after 60. It happens so slowly that many people don't notice it, until simple daily activities become more challenging. Have you found it harder to stand up from a chair? Do your legs feel more fatigued when climbing stairs? Do you struggle to carry groceries like you used to? These could be signs that your muscles are not getting the support they need and are gradually weakening. The real danger of muscle loss is that once it happens, it's much harder to rebuild. Weak muscles lead to poor balance, making falls and injuries far more likely. Falls are one of the leading causes of hospitalization among older adults, and in many cases, muscle weakness is a major contributing factor. But the good news is that you can slow down and even reverse muscle loss with the right nutrition. starting with increasing your protein intake. This is exactly what happened to Richard, 68, who thought he was eating well, but started noticing that his legs felt weaker, his arms looked thinner, and he felt less energetic than before. His doctor explained that he wasn't getting enough protein to support his muscles, and this was causing him to lose strength without even realizing it. So Richard made a simple change. He started adding more lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and protein-rich dairy to his diet. Within weeks, he felt stronger, more energetic, and even more stable on his feet. If you want to test your muscle strength right now, try this. Stand up from a chair without using your hands. If you struggle or feel unsteady, it may be a sign that your muscles are weakening and your body needs more protein and strength training. Eat high-quality protein sources, lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, nuts, beans, and tofu. Have protein with every meal. Start your day with eggs, add chicken or fish to lunch and dinner, and snack on nuts or yogurt. Try a protein smoothie. If you struggle to eat enough protein, blending Greek yogurt, protein powder, and fruits can be a great option. Strength training. Eating protein alone isn't enough. You also need simple strength exercises to maintain muscle mass. If you're still eating the same way you did in your 40s or 50s, it's time to rethink your diet. More protein isn't just a good idea, it's essential for keeping you strong, mobile, and independent. You are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment below to let me know you are here. And if you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us continue to create good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on to the next mistake that could be silently affecting your health. In the last section, we discussed how not getting enough protein can lead to muscle loss, weakness, and a higher risk of falls. But there's another critical factor that plays a huge role in your body's ability to maintain strength, recover from daily activity, and stay energized: sleep. Many people assume that needing less sleep is just a normal part of aging, but that's actually one of the biggest myths out there. The truth is, your body still needs deep, restorative sleep to support muscle recovery, memory function, heart health, and immune strength. The problem? Many seniors develop poor sleep habits that lead to chronic fatigue, increased inflammation, and a higher risk of cognitive decline. Have you ever woken up feeling tired, even after a full night in bed? Do you struggle to fall back asleep if you wake up during the night? Do you find yourself napping often during the day, only to feel groggy later? These could all be signs that your sleep quality is not as good as it should be, and the consequences are serious. Studies show that poor sleep weakens the immune system, increases the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure, and can accelerate memory problems over time. Lack of sleep also affects muscle recovery, meaning that even if you're eating enough protein, your muscles may still struggle to rebuild and strengthen if your sleep is poor. This is exactly what happened to Frank, 71, who assumed that sleeping fewer hours was just something that happened with age. But over time, he noticed he was more fatigued during the day, had trouble focusing, and even saw changes in his blood pressure. His doctor explained that his body still needed deep sleep to function properly, and the key was improving his nighttime habits. So Frank made a few simple changes. He stopped using screens, TV, phone, or tablet, an hour before bed to allow his brain to wind down. He avoided caffeine in the evening, which was unknowingly keeping him wired at night. He set a regular sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. He created a bedtime routine, drinking a calming tea, stretching lightly, and keeping his bedroom cool and dark. Within a few weeks, he noticed dramatic improvements in his energy, focus, and overall well-being. If you're not sure whether your sleep is actually refreshing, here's a simple test. Do you wake up feeling rested and alert, or do you feel sluggish and need extra time to get moving? Do you rely on naps to get through the day? Are you struggling with focus and memory more than before? If any of these sound familiar, your sleep may not be working for you, and now is the time to fix it. Stick to a schedule, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens before bed. Blue light from phones and TVs can interfere with melatonin production. Limit caffeine and alcohol in the evening. Both can disrupt deep sleep. Create a calming nighttime routine. Stretching, reading, or listening to soft music can help signal to your body that it's time to rest. Keep your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Environment plays a big role in sleep quality. Now let's move on to the next mistake that could be affecting your balance, mobility, and overall independence. In the last section, we discussed how poor sleep can lead to fatigue, cognitive decline, and slower muscle recovery, making everyday movements more difficult. But even if you're eating enough protein and improving your sleep, there's one more key mistake that could be weakening your body: not engaging in strength and balance exercises. Many people over 60 believe that walking is enough exercise to stay fit. While walking is great for heart health and mobility, it doesn't do enough to maintain muscle strength, improve balance, or prevent falls. As you age, your muscles naturally weaken, and your balance declines unless you actively work to stop it. Here's what most people don't realize. Falls are the leading cause of injury in older adults. And most falls don't happen just because of weak legs, but because of poor balance and reduced muscle stability. If you aren't doing specific strength and balance exercises, you're unknowingly making yourself more vulnerable to stumbles, trips, and serious injuries. This is exactly what happened to Edward, 74. He walked every day, thinking that was enough to stay strong. But one day he misjudged a step, lost his balance, and took a hard fall. Thankfully, he didn't break anything, but the experience shook his confidence. His doctor explained that his balance was declining because he wasn't training his stabilizing muscles. So Edward made some simple changes. Leg strength training. He added gentle squats, leg lifts, and heel raises to strengthen his lower body. Balance drills. He practiced standing on one foot for a few seconds at a time to improve stability. Core exercises. He started seated and standing core movements to help his posture and balance. Using resistance bands. He did simple arm and leg exercises to improve overall muscle tone. Within a few weeks, he felt more stable, more confident, and far less afraid of falling. Try this simple balance test. Stand near a counter or chair for support. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and try to hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you struggle to stay steady, it's a sign that your balance needs improvement. Do bodyweight exercises, squats, leg lifts, and seated marches help maintain muscle strength? Practice standing on one foot. Start with 5 to 10 seconds and build up over time. Use resistance bands. Light resistance exercises help maintain flexibility and strength. Incorporate stability movements. Simple movements like side steps and heel-to-toe walking improve coordination. Join a fitness class. Chair yoga, tai chi, or balance-focused exercises are great options. Your muscles and balance are the foundation of your independence. Ignoring them after 60 is one of the fastest ways to lose mobility. If you've been relying only on walking, it's time to prioritize strength and stability training to keep yourself active, independent, and injury-free. Now let's move on to the final mistake, one that most people overlook, but it could be silently draining your energy and making you feel older than you really are. Building upon our previous discussions on maintaining health and vitality as we age, it's crucial to address another often overlooked yet vital aspect: hydration. Proper hydration is essential for overall health, and neglecting it can lead to serious health complications, especially in older adults. Understanding dehydration in older adults. As we age, our body's water content decreases, and the mechanisms that regulate thirst become less sensitive. This means older adults may not feel thirsty even when their bodies need water, increasing the risk of dehydration. Factors contributing to dehydration in seniors include reduced thirst sensation. The natural sense of thirst diminishes with age, leading to lower fluid intake. Kidney function. Decline. Aging kidneys may be less efficient at conserving water, resulting in increased urine output. Medications. Some medications, such as diuretics, can increase fluid loss. Chronic conditions. Health issues like diabetes or mobility problems can make accessing fluids more challenging. Consequences of dehydration. Dehydration can have severe implications for seniors, including cognitive impairment. Lack of adequate fluids can lead to confusion, decreased alertness, and impaired cognitive function. Constipation. Insufficient hydration can slow down digestive processes, leading to constipation. Kidney stones. Chronic dehydration can increase the risk of developing kidney stones. Urinary tract infections, UTIs. Lower fluid intake can result in concentrated urine, increasing the risk of UTIs. Falls. Dehydration can cause dizziness and weakness, leading to an increased risk of falls. Consider Walter, a 76-year-old who believed his daily coffee and occasional sips of water were sufficient. Over time, he began experiencing frequent headaches, muscle cramps, and episodes of dizziness upon standing. His doctor explained that coffee acts as a diuretic, promoting fluid loss, and that his water intake was inadequate. By incorporating a full glass of water first thing in the morning and sipping water throughout the day, Walter noticed improvements in alertness, digestion, and joint flexibility. Tips for maintaining proper hydration. To ensure adequate hydration, set reminders. Use alarms or notes to remind yourself to drink water regularly. Carry a water bottle. Having water readily available encourages consistent sipping. Incorporate hydrating foods. Consume fruits and vegetables with high water content, such as cucumbers, oranges, and melons. Monitor urine color. Light-colored urine typically indicates proper hydration, while dark urine suggests the need for more fluids. Limit diuretics. Reduce intake of beverages like coffee and alcohol that can promote fluid loss. Final thoughts. Maintaining proper hydration is a simple yet vital component of healthy aging. By being mindful of fluid intake and recognizing the signs of dehydration, older adults can enhance their quality of life, support bodily functions, and reduce the risk of serious health issues. Embracing the wisdom of our years, it's essential to recognize that aging gracefully involves more than just the passage of time. It requires intentional actions that nurture our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Prioritizing meaningful relationships enriches our lives, offering joy and a sense of belonging. Engaging in regular physical activity and maintaining a balanced diet supports our health and vitality. Embracing change with resilience allows us to adapt and grow, finding purpose in new experiences. By sharing our stories and lessons learned, we not only affirm our own journey, but also guide younger generations, creating a legacy of wisdom and compassion. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please share in the comments one insight you gain and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your feedback is invaluable and keeps us motivated. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to continue creating content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.